Welcome to the 30th Board of Governors Annual Students' Evening. The Student Association is proud and honored to host this annual student evening, which symbolizes the strong bond between our cherished benefactors and the student body of BGU.
When we meet as Board of Governors meetings, it's sort of a love fest.
When I come to the board and I meet representatives to the board from all over the world, I realize that other people feel exactly the way I feel, and it's very thrilling.
We're a very friendly group, so family-like. The whole group of people who've come now from all over the world for the Board of Governors for our 30th anniversary.
I'm here for the Board of Governors meeting, and I'm very excited. It's scarcely begun, and already we've got wonderful information. I'm meeting some terrific students. I came 2 years ago. I was excited before I got here, and I'm even more thrilled now that I'm seeing the way the university is changing and continuing to grow.
You know that I've been involved with Ben-Gurion for a long, long time. It goes back to 1970. This campus that you look at now didn't exist. Green grass, forget it. Buildings, none. Library, what's a library? But you have people that have been absolutely devoted to creating an institution of excellence. And that's what they've been doing. Ben-Gurion University, absolutely, no question in my mind, is the most extraordinary place that I have ever been involved with or even seen in action. It's always been on the cutting edge of everything that was important as far as I was concerned. I mean, you know, water, desert ecology, desert reclamation, hunger, now the sciences, what's going on in the world of the internet, the computer, high tech, absolutely extraordinary. And for some cockeyed reason, Ben-Gurion University is always there, and often with the firstest and the mostest. In terms of community medicine, one of the things that attracted me in the beginning was that I could find nobody else that was really producing doctors that were committed to community medicine. Harvard University is doing it now, and they acknowledge that they have used Ben-Gurion's medical school as their model. Now, how can you leave a place like this? You just can't do it. And I wouldn't want to. I mean, I guess I'm just a devotee.
What touches me the most about the American Association and to be part of it is that without the Americans, I really truly feel this university, this campus wouldn't look the way it does. We wouldn't have the intellectual ability. The creation of this great, great university would not be without the American help.
I fell in love with the university predominantly because it's a young place, willing to actually listen, and I feel that it's a place where I can devote quite a bit of energy that would make a big difference. And I'm really looking forward to helping build the university, Beersheva, and the Negev. I believe it's very essential for the future of Israel.
There's a shortage of fish in Israel. Coastline is limited. They said to me that there was a guy down in Sde Boker who was trying to work with fish in the desert. 5 years ago, I made my commitment, and the center was named after my family, Bengis. It became the Bengis Center of Desert Aquaculture. I'm going to go visit the fish farms this afternoon, and I'm going to go talk to my fish, and hoping that they are healthy and well and growing well in the desert sun. When you do your donation, you have the opportunity to have a direct involvement in the actual operation itself, and that makes it much more meaningful.
I think it's a great opportunity for people who are looking for a specific cause to support that they can follow and nurture and get tremendous satisfaction by coming here and seeing what your support is actually doing.
I've seen the impact of the AABGU here at the university. As a matter of fact, it's right now the Board of Governors of the 30th anniversary of the university. and we dedicated the Henwood Oshry building. And if you wish to see the impact of your contribution, I believe that Ben-Gurion University is probably the best place in the world to do so.
One of the most thrilling parts of the ceremony the other day was my ability to look out in the audience and see so many of you and your smiling faces and recognizing that you came some 10,000 miles to join with Claire and me. Part of the reason that I became so involved was the quality of the people who work at the university, who run the university, who are contributors, who are donors. Without exception, those of us who are involved are really totally committed. It's like we get a bug and you can't let go. This is a cadre of people that I really love deeply.
We found different people here, people that were dedicating their lives to an ideal. And with the benefit of having listened to Dr. Avishai Braverman, president of the university, and seeing his enthusiasm is absolutely contagious. And we feel that this is a very special organization in the sense that it seems so much dedicated to the improvement of conditions for mankind generally, not just Israel, not just the Negev, but actually mankind generally. And we speak there of the solar energy, we speak of education, we speak of the contributions to water, hydrology in the area, and so many things that are not part of an ordinary curriculum.
There was, to me, a realization that this had to be the place where Israel would expand to and grow. And so I realized the fundamental importance, the vital importance that the role the university was playing when it came to the sense of wanting to help the underprivileged, when it came to dealing with the Bedouin community. I just found it an extraordinary place.
The role of this university in the Negev is a vital role, not only to educate and do research, but is really responsible for the development of all the peoples. This university was put here by an act of the government. The government wanted to develop the Negev and put this university here, and therefore it has a major responsibility, different than any other university in Israel, and that challenge is being met.
Ben-Gurion is much more than a university, much, much more. It's really Israel's past and Israel's future. It's past because when you're here, you really feel the pioneering spirit that was alive and well 50 years ago in Israel. As far as the future, it is truly the future because this area represents 60% of Israel's landmass. It can hardly be ignored, and it is the center of the future. Everything will focus on this area if Israel is going to continue to thrive and survive. If you love Israel as I do, then this university and this area has all of the elements that are really necessary to make a difference going forward.
BGU is that institution that will save Israel. I want to be part of that betterment. I want my children, my grandchildren to be part of that betterment. And here, as you look, this is the place that gives us a great deal of satisfaction, a great deal of satisfaction.
It's a tremendous satisfaction speaking to the students, seeing their smiles. American donors receive letters from these students whose scholarships they're providing, letters sometimes with pictures. They read about their backgrounds, so it becomes a real personal contact, and that really provides tremendous satisfaction.
I've met many students in many universities, and definitely the students right here at Ben-Gurion University represent something which is really very unique and different. I mean, you come here and you get an uplift in your spirit just by talking to them. So if you feel sad, you should come and visit.
We had many occasions in our visit to Ben-Gurion to sit with the wonderful students all surrounding us and just to look at them. Listen to them. They love the university. They talk about it. Would make anyone at any time feel the way I do. It's wonderful. You feel that you've done something, and you just can't help but love these students, and they love you. And love is what it's all about.